Hi everyone, my name is Vishal Singh and I'll be teaching you chess today. So in the previous class, we had completed piece values and how to utilize them. So if you have an option to take out the bishop and the queen, what would you take out first? Definitely the queen, right? So we learned that in the previous class, and today we'll be starting with defending by moving away. So if your piece is under attack and you definitely want to lose a piece for free, so how do you move away and make sure your piece is safe over there? All right, so let's begin with today's class. I'll be sharing my screen now. Cool. Okay, so this is the first puzzle and you're playing as black over here. So as you can see, your knight is under attack because of the pawn here at d5. So what all options do you have to move? How does a knight move in a L shape, right? So what are the places the knight can jump to? There are 8 places. I have circled all of them. So out of these 8 options, 3 are obviously out of the way. Why? Because you cannot jump on your own pieces, right? The knight can jump over the pieces to the next block, but not on the same piece if it's your own piece. So the pawn here at e5, the pawn here at a7, and the queen at d8 are completely out of the option. So you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You definitely do not want your knight to be eaten up or get captured, right? So you shouldn't jump to d4 either. Why? Because then the pawn can capture. And the same goes for the block at b4 because the pawns can attack diagonally. So moving to b4 and d4 are completely out of the options. So we are left with 3 options finally: a5, e7, and the b8. So we can go with any 3 of these, and any 3 of these would be completely fine. So as for now, let's go with knight to b8. So got it? It's quite simple if you look at it this way, the way I just told you. So just look for the places where the pieces can jump to and what the consequence would be if you jump to that particular block. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, in this situation, you're playing as black again, and your knight is again under the attack. So let's see where else can the knight move. Okay, so I've circled all the 8 boxes that the knight can jump to. And obviously 3 of them we cannot jump to. Why? Because they are our own pieces. We cannot jump on them. So the pawn here at d7, the king here at e8, and the pawn here at h7 are out of the option. So all rest of the options are completely fine. It is safe to jump at h5, g4, e4, or d5 and g8. I would suggest you personally go to d5. Why? Because once you jump to d5, let's play knight to d5, you are covering more attack range in the enemy territory. You're moving towards the enemy territory and you are occupying more of the blocks. So if suppose the bishop wants to move here or here, it cannot. Why? Because your knight is covering those areas. So you're stopping your enemy from coming ahead and trying to enlarge its own attack range. That is why I would suggest you go to d5. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So again, you're playing as black over here, and you are again being attacked by the pawn at e5 from e5. Okay, so let's see where all we can escape to. Okay, so out of the again 8 given options, 3 are out of the way. Why? We cannot jump our own pieces. Okay, so the 2 pawns and the king over here are stopping us from moving to these places, and they are out of the option. So we are left with, let's see, can you jump here at h5 or g4? You definitely can, but why should you not jump to them? Again, I'm so sorry, I just gave away the answers to you. Pause the video before I show the puzzle and then come back and then play the video. Okay. So the reason is because the queen has an attack range over here diagonally. So as soon as we jump over there, our knight will be captured for completely free. There won't even be an exchange, and we'll be losing 3 points for absolutely nothing. So those are out of the option. And we should also avoid the block here at e4 because the enemy knight has been covering this area. So Now we are left with two options, and jumping to any two of those would be completely fine. So let's go with knight to d7. Great, completely really simple. Okay, let's move on now. Okay, finally a different situation, and you're playing as white over here. Okay, so you and your enemy over here actually share equal strength. I'll tell you how. Remember piece values? You do, right? We did that in the previous class. So let's count here. So you're playing as white, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 pawns and a knight. Knight is worth how many points? 3 points. So you have 8 points over here. 1 point for each pawn and 3 points for the knight. So you have 8 points over here. Let's count how much your enemy is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 points from the 5 pawns, and how many points is the bishop worth? 3, right? So the enemy also has 8 points. So you're completely equal over here. And if you see you're playing as white, the piece that is being attacked is actually the pawn. So pawn can only move forward. So there's only one way that you can escape over here. Quite simple, okay? That is all how you could have escaped this situation. Okay, moving on to the next one. All right, again. So you're playing as white over here, and your knight is under the attack because of the black pawn. Okay, so again you have equal number of strength here as well. 1, 2, 3 pawns and a knight, and 1, 2, 3 pawns and a knight again. Okay, so you have options to jump at all these different places, these 8 blocks. So let's see where are the places that you cannot jump to. You cannot jump to this block due to this knight. As soon as you jump here, you will be captured by the enemy knight. So this is out of the option. E5 is out of the option. You cannot jump to d6 either, because as soon as you move, the king will capture your knight. So that is out of the option as well. You cannot jump to your own piece again. So a3 is out of the option. So you are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 options, and jumping to any of them would be fine. So let's go with knight to e3. Cool. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move ahead. Okay, here you're playing as black, and okay, so you're playing as black over here, and the piece that is under your, again, please pause the video before I give you the answer. Look at the given situation, think yourself what piece is under attack, think of a solution, and then come back and play the video. Before I even mention which of your pieces being attacked, you should pause the video even before that, and then think, just look at the chessboard, look at the given situation, think what is wrong over here and how do I need to solve it. Got it? Okay. So here your rook is being attacked. If you can see, you're playing as black over here. Your rook is under the attack. So in order to escape, how does a rook move? In straight lines, right? Vertical and horizontal. So let's see if what if the rook goes down? It cannot go over here because you cannot replace the piece, your own piece. Okay. So it can only move to d5 if it wants to go down, and it will be immediately captured if it moves to d5 by our pawn, by the white pawn. So we do not want that to happen. So moving down is not an option. Can it go to the left? No, right? Again, because why? The enemy pawn will capture our rook. We again do not want that. Can we stay at this exact place? No, right? Because the bishop will then capture our rook. So that is out of the option as well. Can we move to the right? Uh, no, why? Because the enemy bishop will then capture us. This would be an exchange, but not an equal exchange, because the moment the bishop captures our rook here at e6, then our king can also capture the enemy bishop. But we will be losing 5 points while the enemy will be losing 3 points, right? So we will be in advantage by 2 points. We do not want that. So escaping is a better option. So let's keep looking for more options. Can we move up here at d7? No, right? Why? Again, the enemy bishop will capture us, so that is out of the option. The only option left for us to move is here at d8. There's nothing that is targeting that area at the moment. Got it? So the answer here would be rook to d8. Quite simple. Got it? Okay. So that was all for today, and I hope you guys learned how to carefully look out for the blocks where your piece can move to and what the consequences would be. We'll be continuing this in the next class as well. So I hope you guys had fun. You guys enjoyed a lot. So I'll see you guys in the next class. Bye.